They, they said, "Oh, I want to pay taxes. I'm going to invest in your country." Rah rah rah. So the owner of the son of the owner of the gold, he flew together with the buyer. I'm just giving you an example so that you get an idea. Okay. So the buyer was happy because he was given 100% cost insurance and freight. Now the 24 the 450 kilos were $24 million. Okay. The owner, the son arrived in Paris, not knowing that the gold, before the gold arrived in Paris, the gold is already fully paid by the real end buyer. So when the buyer arrived and the seller, the son of the owner, the buyer disappeared. Okay? So the father got angry to the son. The son stuck in Paris for 4 years because the father says do not come home without 24 million in the bank. Mhm. Because of carelessness, the eldest son believed on the buyer, okay, that he's going to invest when the first transaction. I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. Now going back to you, this buyer from India, I know because I was chasing his number. His number is from Sri Lanka and he is in India. He has a little business in India. He found me on my YouTube channel and he went to my platform on Facebook. He got my number and he said that he was being cheated by Ousman. Mhm. So I told him, why you were being cheated? He said, Madam, I did send money to pay taxes. I said, wrong. It's completely wrong. So when I interviewed him, how many kilos that he ordered? 2 kilos. How much is the price? $51,000. I told him that is really very good price because our selling price is less 8%. Take it or leave it. You have to pay the gold, tax included. Our selling price is 57 based on the world market today. This is what my explanation. Now I listen to your side. You and the buyer also have a problem. Why? Because you were being excited to deal with the buyer because you need the money. Gold is money, my love. Gold is money. Why are you showing to the buyer that you're hungry? To me, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. If the buyer cannot afford,
I think
Mhm.
the way he talks to me was what touched my heart. What I did was to render help, not his money, because he didn't even send any 1 cent to me. Ask him, he didn't send any 1 cent direct to me. The only thing he did was, although if they have any small issue in other countries, the shipping company will tell him, look at what they demanded. He sent the money to them, not me. Him coming online, pouring my name, calling me, 4 different people have come to me. When I explained to them, I said, please, can you call him? Let's have a
Why not call
conference call,
him?
video call.
Why not call
Let's
him?
trash it.
No, you call him. You call Anup. You should call him. You are the seller. You should call Anup.
Yes. When I told him that this parcel has returned back, I'm paying 4,000 to pick it up. I'm very, very disappointed in you because the way he approached me is not what he did. He approached me as somebody who has a good mind. That is how he approached me.
He's
So
a
that
young
was
man.
what
He doesn't know. He
gave
doesn't
my
know what he's
attention.
doing. He's a young man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So instead of him telling me that, Ousman, I'm not capable of this, look at, you understand me? I can say, okay, I can do something to help him. I'm not a hungry person.
So where is
I
the
can
gold
do
now? Where's
something
the
to help.
2 kilos gold of now? Where?
This happens since last. I've sold it. I've sold it.
So there, then if he paid the shipping, then you compensate whatever he paid to the logistic. Return the money. Yeah. If you sold the gold, you return it. Yeah.
No, he didn't pay to me. He paid to the shipping company direct, not me. He didn't give me any money. What of the 10,000
Well,
or $300 that I
it
paid?
doesn't matter. It is your obligation because you recommend it. So you have to compensate him. Yeah. If you sold the gold, okay. You have to talk to the logistic. Yeah, you need to. In Australia, if you don't do that, you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah.
No, because the logistic company, they gave me damages. that I insulted their company.
Of
Why
course.
will I go that low to insult their company? They gave me damages, which I need to pay, which I paid before I pick up my product.
Well, you know what?
When they were dying, the guy wasn't serious. They said we are almost close to India. And that period of time, they were in this city in Dubai. How many hours to India?
I don't know.
Hours?
I don't know. I cannot give you the answer.
So just few hours. It's not all up to full. It's not up to 5 hours.
Now, from now on, Ousman, from now on, do not deal with the buyer that cannot afford to pay the gold. Do not.
Since then, I cancelled most of the buyers I'm dealing at. They are coming here. They are coming. If you want to know somebody who has a product, anytime you call, the person will always have a product to prove.
Yes.
I have a ring that I made with.
Can you open your camera? I want to see you. Can I see you?
Yeah, this is me. I'm at home. So hold on. Let me bring some sample. Okay. Let me bring some sample.
You're both young. You're young in this business. I don't deal seller. I'm just contacting you, Ousman, because the buyer come to me for help. I am not here to help anyone. That is not my job. The buyer created a problem and you also created, so that is not my business. You got me?
Yeah, what did you say?
I said you created the problem and the buyer, so both of you are creating the problem, so that's not my business.
These are samples in my house here. So I have no reason when this guy come up with all this useless stuff. See, these are samples in my house here. There are many here.
Did you taste the gold to the GGO on what clarity, what carat, and the purity? Did you take it to GGO to taste?
Yeah, everything was done well there.
So what is the clarity? What is the purity of the gold? What is the purity?
This is 98.8.
Did you get any assay report from GGO?
Yes, which I forwarded to him. Without the access report, you cannot make the shipment.
So,
you understand?
Can you show me can you send it to me by WhatsApp? I want to see the purity of your gold in Sierra Leone.
Okay, I will give you the new ones that I sold off recently. Because once I served, I don't store the papers. You should keep
it. You should keep the file.
It has been taken. I have nothing, unless maybe from the phone where I kept it.
Okay. I think to my analysis, you are both have a problem, buyers and seller. Yeah. Because you encourage the buyer to pay taxes. To me, I wouldn't encourage the buyer. I wouldn't. The buyer has to do the job properly because the tax is income of the country. So, okay? You cannot tell the buyer, listen to me. You're very young. You should know the business. If you want to progress, you should know the business. That is why you ruin your country's reputation. Right? I am advising you. You should not offer to pay taxes. The buyer has to pay the gold plus government sales tax. Now the price is 51,000. You minus the 51,000 minus the 6%. That is how you're gonna do. You cannot just tell the buyer you pay the tax. No, it's not. That is an income of your country. You're evading. You're going behind the country. That is an income of your country. Right? The taxes has to be remitted by you at the end of the year. Most of you are not remitting the taxes to the government. That is why The government has changed the rules and regulation. That is your problem.
That's,
Right. Now you
that is so.
understand now. I am not African. I am Australian, but I know your country. You are fan of cutting corner. You are fan. Mhm.
Yeah.
So now I've got you. I listen to your side. Both of you has an issue. Both of you. That is the reason why I always tell the buyer who come to me that our selling price, LBME, take it or leave it, tax included. But our selling price is premium except shipping cost, except insurance. That is fair. That is a good deal. But you are offering to pay taxes and then you send the gold. The gold has not been fully paid. Mm. So you have an issue here. You are encouraging the international buyer to be crook. You are also crook. I'm telling you. You are encouraging them to be crook. Both of you are crook. You're not crook. You have the gold, but you are trying to evade taxes. Do not do that. You should not do that. I am advising you. You got my point here?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So next time, do not deal with the Indian that cannot afford to pay the product plus government sales tax. Right. If the Indian has a license to export, okay, you pay the gold, 51 or $55,000, take it or leave it. Let the Indian do the exporting. Get the money. Mhm. That is how you do.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. At
Mhm.
least for giving me a list. Yeah.
I'm giving you a lecture. Now, my conversation with you is live because I'm going to share this to the world that there is no way you can get gold in Sierra Leone to pay taxes. There's no way.
Yeah.
Your government will stop it. Right. That is why when the buyer say, well, Amina, I want to buy gold in Sierra Leone, I need to interview the buyer because I have my own seller that my seller has a license to export. He has. Mhm. And my seller has been in gold business. Yeah,
In Sierra Leone?
Sierra
You
Leone.
have a seller here in Sierra Leone?
I think I'm going to give you his number to deal with him because he has the license. You better bring your gold to him. Okay, you do, and then my seller will say, okay, well, Amina, I was talking to this gentleman. You better deal with the person that have license to export. So you do business with him. It's because when I sell, the seller pay me. I charge my seller, and I charge the buyer to accompany him. I do charge my services. I'm not giving free service.
Okay.
You're lucky to have me because this idiot guy from Sri Lanka that his business is India is buying 2 kilos. We don't sell 2 kilos. Minimum 10 kilos.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you that you explain your side. Both of you has a mistake. Okay.
Mama, I really appreciate. Thank you so much for directing me well. Okay.
Now our conversation, I'm going to put this on my YouTube so that the buyer will understand that there is no way that you pay taxes. There's no way. You have to pay the gold plus
Okay.
government sales tax. You understand?
Okay. Thank you so much.
So our conversation would be on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. Okay? Thank you. My goodness. I've been talking to this guy. I listened to his side. Both of them has an issue. Both. To all international buyer, I know you're hungry of this mineral. You're also crook. Buyers are crook. They want to pay taxes. There's no way. There's no way. The government is very strict. Now this seller, they're trying to evade taxes as well. So whose fault is that? At the end of the day, you made a mistake. You encounter disaster. I call disaster. To all buyers, you search gold on social media, YouTube or Facebook. Listen to this woman. You're lucky to have this woman. But my services is not for free. It's not. Mhm. I'm just listening to this seller. My conclusion, both buyers and sellers has a problem because seller is hungry to sell and the buyer also hungry. There's no way you can get gold to pay taxes. There's no way. You pay taxes, then you encounter disaster. Mhm. So as I've said to you guys many times, I am not here to to teach you. I'm just kind and listen to Osman, this buyer, this seller, right? I listen to his side, and Anup is the buyer from India, but originally he's from Sri Lanka. Mhm. He has also a problem financially. He cannot afford to pay $102,000 of 2 kilos. He only paid taxes. But according to Osman, he retrieved the gold, the 2 kilos, because he didn't pay the gold. The buyer didn't pay the gold. Now, Mr. Buyer, if you want to buy gold in Sierra Leone, you better plan properly. And when you have a problem, do not come to Wilhelmina, because I'm not here to babysit you. I am not a policewoman. I am not a lawyer, but I know the culture. I know this business. When you buy, you have to plan properly. When you buy this mineral, precious mineral, make sure you have the capital. Make sure you have available fund in your bank account. What is $9,000 to pay taxes? You have to pay taxes. Plus, you have to pay $102,000 on 2 kilos. But we don't sell 2 kilos. If you come to Wilhelmina, we don't sell 2 kilos. Minimum at least 20, 10 or 20 kilos. This is a wholesale. This is for export. This is not for retail. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. I just finished talking to this seller. I know if you're watching me, you also had a problem because you don't have cash. You have a deficiency of cash. You can afford only to pay taxes. Impossible. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.